Sydney Sweeney looks like an Aryan goddess. And the American Eagle Jeans campaign is blatant Nazi propaganda. Skinny, attractive, blonde-haired, blue-eyed cisgender women descend from the slave daddy oppressors of this nation. And any man who cranks one out while thinking about a woman like this probably hates black people, probably hates gay people, and they certainly hate the diversity of our great nation. So I say, instead of simping for the Sydneys, we should be celebrating the Shaniquas. Instead of worshiping the hot, straight blonde, what about the obese alphabet, people with blue hair? They need love too. And to all the haters who say companies that go woke, go broke, I'd rather be poor than a Nazi.
Oh!
Same. But the rest of that obviously was fake.
Oh! Holy shit.
Again, the very beginning of...
Holy shit. Dude, but see, here's the thing. I could see her saying shit like that. So if you're tricked by that, I can't really... Harry, could you see AOC saying something like that in real life, yes or yes?
Yeah, that's good for a dumb fucking bartender.
Hey.
Harry
What's
is
her being
not
a
a fan.
bartender got to do with it?
Harry is not a fan of
I didn't
AOC.
say what race she is. I just said she's a dumb bartender.
Where the fuck did that come from? I said bartender.
Harry, so this is what people on the right say when AOC pisses them off. She's just a fucking bartender, which, granted, but, I mean, that's something you could see her saying. I've seen her say crazy shit like that before.
No, we don't.
I think.
Nah.
Sorry, go on, Ira.
Let us say, she's kind of weird. She thinks she's a psychiatrist because she worked behind a bar.
Those are my favorite psychiatrists.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I would... you're going to spend less money, you're going to have more fun, and you're going to get basically the same amount of therapeutic value. Go to a bar with a good bartender. I mean, seriously. All right, what are you going to do? You're going to get a little ripped, really dig into your emotions with somebody who listens to this shit all day? Or are you going to go have a cup of coffee and sit in silence across the room from somebody you don't even know?
In a world so weird, it's left Al killing in the name of. This is the New World Order broadcast, coming to you live from the end of the world.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you are watching the New World Order broadcast. We are coming to you live from the end of the world. And once again, I am your host, the Hat Man. I am joined in the studio today by Harry, the Tax Man, and a lovely witch at his side.
My first creation.
The first creation of Dr. Frankenstein. And we are joined remotely by Talking Head number 6, who is coming to us from an undisclosed location. Gotta tell you, Talking Head, I did not understand the intro line. Say it again. What the fuck did you say?
So I said, in a world so weird that it has left Al killing in the name of. So
I understand that's a reference to a Rage Against the Machine song, right?
Yes, and also
Okay.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, shit. Okay, what's going on with that?
So a band called Portugal the Man had a concert, and as a special surprise, had a Jorma from the group The Lonely Island, who does all the Saturday Night Live video shorts songs like Jizz in My Pants and all of
Yeah, I
that,
love that guy.
dressed in a Pee Wee Herman suit, come on stage along with Weird Al Yankovic, and they did a completely non-comical performance of Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name of. And it went viral on the internet because everybody's like, if Weird Al Yankovic is on stage singing Rage Against the Machine, something has gone fucking wrong. It's like a sign of the apocalypse.
If that guy isn't making fun of something and he's taking anything seriously, it could be. Harry, you know who Rage Against the Machine and Weird Al Yankovic are, right?
Yeah, I know. Maybe he belongs in the mental ward. I don't know.
Well,
but maybe he's right.
We are in the psych ward.
Yeah, we're in the psych ward.
So, Talking Head, is that the link that you sent me in my email? Okay,
Yes, the link that I sent you is them performing Killing in the Name of.
Dude, we can't play that. We're going to get a copyright strike.
So it's not a professional video.
All right. Let's try it.
It's like videotaped on somebody, and we just have to play a couple of seconds of it.
I'm willing to try it.
My name is on screen.
No, it wasn't. I didn't switch the screen.
Oh.
All right. No thanks. All right. Let's check this out. Where's Weird Al?
You'll see him in a second. So there he is, nodding his head right now on the left side, just behind the guitarist over there. And there's Jorma from Lonely Island dressed as Pee Wee Herman on the right.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Look at
that. And then here's Weird Al.
That's Weird Al! Oh shit! Yep. Oh shit! Oh shit! That's brilliant. I love it. Yeah, I could see that as being a sign of the apocalypse. Absolutely. What do you think, Harry? If Weird Al is doing something serious on stage, maybe that is a sign of the end times.
It's coming!
It's coming! The bubble's about to burst!
Yeah, okay.
So that's pretty cool. Dude, I totally wanted to go to a Weird Al concert with you a couple months ago, and you never got back to me and said if you wanted to do that or not. I thought, because he's playing up here where we are, and I was like, that'd be really fun if we went to go see a Weird Al concert, and then immediately after we got back to the bunker, we recorded a podcast. We just talked about the concert.
Yeah,
that could be something interesting to do if the tickets are still on sale. I know that he's still touring. I don't know where he is, like...
I think he was up here last month. Or late October, I think. So I think we definitely missed it. This is something I showed you in the summer. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty bizarre. You know what another sign of the apocalypse is when we start having our resident lefty brain virus host, Talking Head number 6, saying bizarre shit. Harry, did you see what happened the other day?
Well, that you took the other pill.
Yeah, I think Talking
Was it a
Head,
laxative?
It may have been a laxative, but it was producing diarrhea of the mouth. So just because we got to frame this story correctly, what I decided to start doing is I have a Python script that goes and creates clips out of our episodes from the podcast every week that we can use on social media. So what I did was I wrote a new script that was going to go ahead and dig in to some of our older episodes. I think this is our 55th episode. So we got a lot of content to dig through. I was like, you know what? It might be interesting if we get some clips from older episodes, because I don't really remember a lot of the shit that we used to talk about. And Talking Head, when we first started this podcast, it was just me and you were actually in here in the studio with me. And then all of a sudden, I get this phone call from you last night, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And I looked at the clips, and oh my God, I can't believe that you said some of the shit that you said. Like, the Python script was putting up, like, some crazy shit. I do not remember you saying, but you and we used to drink maybe a little too much back then while we were recording.
Mm-hmm. You know what the funny thing is? I can't believe I said some of the things that your clip showed me saying, and I still don't believe that I said those things, but go on.
What do you mean you still don't believe it? I have proof. All right, let's check out some of these clips.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the first one that I thought was maybe a little problematic. Oh, shit. Am I not going to be able to play it from there?
Womp womp.
Goddamn dude. I didn't know that you love Trump. Why hide it?
Well, I lie to all of my liberal friends because I need their validation.
I think maybe what happened there is you were just way too honest because you were so drunk.
Yeah, and my very prominent top front teeth showing up as I was talking are definitely, very convincing.
Yeah, I know. You lost those quick, man. It's
just almost instantly. And it's weird that they grew back after we started the show just for this clip. And then it went away again. I knew I shouldn't have taken those experimental dental drugs.
Well, that's not the only thing that we have here. So then after that, this was the next clip that came up.
So here's the thing. I love Donald Trump. I think everything he does is brilliant, and I also think he's pretty sexy. And here's something not a lot of people know about me. I'm a huge racist. I hate black people most of all. I really, really hate them. So here's the thing.
What gets me about this one is the big dumb smile on your face. When you say at the end where you go, I really hate them. You got this big giant grin on your face.
I think the particularly funny thing is I somehow look like some kind of claymation amalgamation of me and the hot lawyer from How I Met Your Mother. Do you know who I'm talking about? The hot lawyer.
The hot lawyer.
Hot lawyer. The one who goes against him in court and has the rash from Frog Lake. He was in Magic
Jesus
Mike.
Christ. Wow, somebody's really into themselves. My goodness, talking head. Do you think he looks like a hot supermodel type in that video, Harry?
I said the unholy claymation amalgamation.
Okay, fair enough. Let's take a look at a couple more of these. I mean, I don't know, man. Some of this stuff is kind of weird.
Yeah, let's go.
Some of this stuff is kind of weird.
There you go.
So this one right here, I don't remember you saying this at all.
I fix ovens for a living, but I really wish I could have worked on the ovens in Auschwitz.
Why are you showing Bruce Lee?
I don't know. I fucked up.
But so I fix ovens for a living, but I really wish I could have worked on the ovens in Auschwitz. At least then I would know that my work matters. But so I fix ovens for a living, but I really wish.
So talking head, you wish that you were around during Auschwitz so you could make sure their ovens were working properly. This is scandalous. This is absolutely scandalous.
First of all, there's nothing wrong with loving your work. Secondly, I feel like that these more accurately represent the deranged mind of the person who scripted them.
Script?
Yeah,
this is a legitimate podcast. There's no script. How dare you? Yeah, it's kind of like I was telling you last night when you called me up. I was like,
put yourself on it.
Yeah, it's like that bit Louis C.K. did, and he goes, "I hate when white people say the N-word," and I don't mean the word itself. I mean when they say the phrase the N-word. You're just taking that shitty word and putting it in my head. That's what language is. Maybe you should say it and own the fact that you want to say a shitty word.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's why you should own the fact that you want to put shitty words in my mouth.
Dude, this is an algorithm, okay? It's an algorithm. It's not
I
gonna.
feel like
It's not gonna. All right, here's the last one. This is important. This one was a revelation because I suspected this for a long time, but then I found a clip of you admitting it. And for the right price, I will not show this to your girlfriend. Let's watch.
I rape my cat whenever my girlfriend isn't around. I rape my cat whenever my girlfriend isn't around.
I like how serious the eyes look in that AI video.
I could watch this on repeat all day and just laugh my ass off. Oh, no. But this is the best. Just look at the I'll try to pause it at the right point. Just look at the expression on your face when you finish saying, I just I really, really hate them. It's such a big, dumb smile.
When
Here's
it
the thing.
finishes
I love
saying,
Donald
but
Trump. I think everything he does is brilliant, and I also think he's pretty sexy. And here's something not a lot of people know about me. I'm a huge racist. I hate black people most of all. I really, really hate them.
Look at that! Oh shit! I just missed it. That
the
big
smile is
dumb
funny.
grin.
You know what the strange thing about this is? Did you notice it put a wedding ring on my finger?
Oh shit! Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Or maybe not good for...
Play that clip again. You can see a shiny wedding ring on the left hand.
All right, let me see.
So here's the thing. I love Donald Trump. I think everything he does is brilliant, and I also think he's pretty sexy. And here's something not a lot of people know about me.
I feel the ring.
A huge racist.
I'm wearing a different watch too. It's got like a Rolex on me or something.
I really,
Wow.
really hate them.
There's the smile! I got it!
that is a very funny smile.
It looked like Jim Carrey.
I hate black people so much, and it makes you so happy to tell everybody.
I'll tell you, it made my hair look very luxurious.
I know, dude. You got fantastic hair. You're married. You have all your teeth. You are. Hang on, let me stop that. You're married. You got all your teeth. You got a Rolex. I mean, holy shit, man! It's like an alternate reality.
Yeah, is this a better timeline or a worse timeline? I mean, it seems like in this timeline that we really live in, I am a nicer person, but apparently more successful than the other one. I guess the racist podcast really took off.
Listen, have I not been saying this all along? That in order to have any amount of success in this world, you kind of have to be a cunt? I think I've been making that point for a while.
That's why I've been advocating for you migrating your beard north.
Hey, Hat Man, put yours up.
What?
To show you're the boss.
My divorce?
Your boss.
You're the boss.
Oh.
Show him you're the boss of the world.
Okay, so here's one. This is pretty funny. Did you... Oh, Talking Head, you didn't see this one yet, did you?
I'm not sure if I had. He played through a few of them while he was over.
Okay.
I actually am the one that taught Jesus everything he knows. So why am I not a saint? I actually...
And I forgot about this one. This one was good, too.
The Hat Man is super sexy. I really do wish I was him.
Wow. That's beautiful, man. I really appreciate
it kept going.
Oh yeah, it just repeats itself.
Oh.
Yeah, that was definitely the whole clip. No, it was definitely the whole clip. Yeah. So the reason I know that, ladies and gentlemen, I was having some fun with my diabolical AI machinations on Friday. I finally got everything working. Open source code, so I don't have to fucking pay for it. And I was having some fun fucking around with Talking Head here. And Talking Head, you kind of popped my bubble a little bit. You actually took the whole thing like a fucking grown-up.
Well, I was actually laughing while it was playing and everything, and actually you had our father's wife cracking up because apparently I asked him later. She apparently was not aware of what was happening, so she found it very funny. But I feel like her and her family are kind of racist, so it makes sense.
Well, they are white.
But no, yeah, I was chuckling at it, and then I realized I'm glad you didn't show them on this, but there's a couple of them that say, like, where I live, and I'm like, that combined with I hate black people probably isn't the greatest thing to have online.
What are the most of the faces that you look like walking around your hometown? What color are they?
Oh, it's a very, very healthy mix, actually. There's
Is it?
tons of white people around here, tons of Hispanic people, tons of black people.
A lot of black
I
people.
thought that zombies were walking around you.
They don't walk around. They shamble. That's different.
They shuffle. Yeah. They kind of waddle while they're falling asleep on their feet.
It just snowed. I'm pretty sure they're probably like hiding in alleyways instead of like being out on Kensington, the area.
Did you guys actually get snow too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got dumped.
Yeah, we got about We got about like 3 or 4 inches, I think. It's, it's less in the city, more in the suburbs.
Yeah, we got like 5, maybe 6. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been having some fun with the AI. I made me say some crazy shit. Dude, so, I mean, yes, if you're looking for it, you can tell it's AI. But come on, that's pretty goddamn believable for not having a subscription service, especially the voices, man. The voices are fucking spot on. That's your voice, your cadence, your stutter, your use of ums. That's how you talk. And it did it automatically. I didn't type that in.
No, it's horrifyingly impressive, in all honesty. I mean, you can definitely see it. There's a lot of artifacting in my beard and hair that you can tell that it's too slick, it's too perfect.
Oh yeah, for sure. The video is good.
The mouth movements,
the
mouth movements are the dead giveaway. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one that I got is supposed to be the best for lip sync because none of the AIs that do this are super good at lip sync yet. So this one's supposed to be like one of the best open source. I'm using, what's it called? Infinite Talk, which is made by the same company that does WAN2 GP. So it's better for long format videos. It has like an algorithm where it'll do it piece by piece and use the last image that it created as reference. So it does it in chunks and you don't get like a whole lot of, it's just more accurate. But dude, yeah, it's not on the level of a deep fake, but it's getting pretty close, my friend. It's getting pretty close.
Well, for something that you had to do probably very little to get those results, it's definitely pretty impressive. I forget, did we talk about who's the Cuomo that's on the news? Because Andrew Cuomo he was the governor of New York. He ran for mayor, lost to Zoran Mamdani. But his brother, I think it's Chris Cuomo, is a newscaster.
Yeah, that's Chris.
Yeah, he actually got tricked by one of these videos, even though it had like the watermark of the AI program that was used to create it on it. And he was like railing against AOC, I believe it was, because she was saying like crazy shit on the Congress floor or whatever. And everybody was like, dude, are you that fucking dumb? Like, how are you in the news?
Yeah. No, 100%. And here's the thing. So AOC, I can't really judge Chris Cuomo that harshly because AOC says some crazy fucking shit all on her own, all on her lonesome. So let me put it this way, talking head number 6 and Harry. If I was going to make a video of myself saying that I fix ovens for a living and I wish I was in Auschwitz so that at least I know my work matters, I say some crazy fucking shit. Anybody that watches this podcast knows 2 things. Yeah, that's something he could have said. And number 2, he's obviously joking. So, I mean, when AOC is saying some crazy shit in an AI video, I can't really, if you have the video, we can see exactly what she said. But, I mean, she says some crazy shit all by herself, man.
Oh, here, I can take a look and see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a look at that. But, yeah, it is getting, Harry, it's getting a little scary. You are not going to know what's true very soon. You're going to need, it's going to get to the point where even if you are on the know with this technology and you're actively keeping up with it and you're using it and you know what's possible, it's going to get to the point where even you won't be able to tell the difference.
Kill the human race!
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. Personally, I'm not seeing it, but I did like the Terminator series, at least the first 2. Is it a possibility? Sure, it's a possibility. Do human beings deserve to die? Yes, they're terrible. Everything about them is horrible. So I can't really make an argument or be hopeful that it won't happen. I just don't see it happening.
Whatever, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, what's gonna happen is that people who are really into taking advantage of other people and skewing their view of reality for whatever nefarious purposes they have, they're going to have a very powerful tool at their disposal. If they can convince people that Trump said X And Biden said why, or for example, what Talking Head is looking up, AOC said, Z, and people believe it, that can cause some shit. Did you find the video yet?
Yeah, so I found a YouTube video by the Young Turks talking about it, but they show the video clip if you start at 256. But I'm sending the clip. I'm sending the link to you now.
Sending me the email? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, see, back in the day, I mean, because AI was just, especially AI video and AI images, were just starting to get good enough that they were causing a ruckus and getting a lot of attention when we first started this podcast. And we did a lot of podcasts on this subject, but back then it was fun, it was wacky. I mean, Talking Head, you remember the fast food commercial that we watched, right? And we
oh my god, with the fucking burgers, yeah. That was one of our first episodes.
I think so, yeah. People are shoving burgers into their eye sockets in order to eat them. There's a living burger that's dancing on a table and it's just melting and it looks like it's in pain while it's trying to entertain a family that's eating fast food. It was really disturbing. And I got so interested in it because I was like, this is what an alien intelligence would look at us and think we are like. This is fascinaanating. But
well,
lo and behold,
recall, sorry, go on. Finish your
No, go ahead. No, please.
Oh no, I was going to say, if you recall, back before we started this and everything, before AI started really getting trained up well, you remember there were like those articles when they first started dicking with AI, where it made every images like when it created people, their eyes were black voids.
Yes, I do. That's before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
And they were speculating that the computer was perceiving reality the same way that people with schizophrenia might, and it's hallucinating. And it was an article about that. That I remember that was fascinating. It's like it can't even. And then you have all these religious nuts that are like, well, here's the reason why it can't look at our eyes, because we have a soul. And this thing doesn't, so it just blacks it out because it's scared of the light of God that's pouring out of our eye holes. And then, like, a year later, it's like, nah, I can do your eyes better than reality. Here you go.
Well, yeah, and the funny thing about that whole situation was that when you sit there and you think about, they're like, oh, they think it's hallucinating. It's like, and now what do they call it when AI makes up fake facts when you're asking a question?
Hallucinating. Yeah. Yeah, it is very interesting. What do you think the black eye thing was all about? Because that was kind of ubiquitous back when this whole thing started.
So if you look at somebody's
because
eyes,
it could make like animal eyes, but every time you asked it to do an image of a human being, the eyes were jet black like alien grays.
See, the only thing that I can think of is if you look at the human eye, what you mostly see is darkness. Like if you're looking at any photo of a human eye that isn't like an extreme close-up, the majority of your eye is dark because it's your iris and your pupil.
I don't know.
And so if you've got photos of people looking in different directions, maybe it's just filling that in with blackness. I don't know.
It's fun to speculate, and when all those religious nuts were like, it's because it can't handle the light of Jesus pouring out of my eye holes, I was like, I think it's because you don't have a soul and it can tell. It can tell you don't have a soul, so it just makes your eyes fucking black.
The other thing that I would say is that humans, I believe, do have deeper eye sockets than most animals do. Most animals, their eyes are more prominent. We have very prominent brows.
You're just making excuses for this.
I'm just speculating.
Ability to distinguish a lack of a soul in most human beings. How dare you?
Also, there's probably a lot of photos of people like you wearing sunglasses. Probably thinks those are eyes too.
These are my eyes. Animals
don't wear sunglasses.
That's true. I mean, good point. I guess. I'm not sure. All right, let me check out this one.
Yeah, I'm just speculating. But yeah, started at 256.
All right, hang on a second.
You might have to refresh. That's the other video.
Oh shit! All right. Good song. Here we go.
Yeah, great performance of it. The craziest part is later on in the song when you hear Weird Al singing, "Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me."
That's got to be fucking hilarious. You said 256?
256, yep.
Okay, let's check it out. This should be fun. You know what? Let's start making this full screen so that it shows up in our clips. Nope, I don't have the volume on. All right, 256. Sorry.
Nah, no worries.
All right. What the fuck's going on?
And now it just doesn't want to play.
Sydney Sweeney looks like an Aryan goddess. And the American Eagle Jeans campaign is blatant Nazi propaganda. Skinny, attractive, blonde-haired, blue-eyed cisgender women descend from the slave daddy oppressors of this nation. And any man who cranks one out while thinking about a woman like this probably hates black people, probably hates gay people, and they certainly hate the diversity of our great nation. So I say, instead of simping for the Sydneys, we should be celebrating the Shaniquas. Instead of worshiping the hot, straight blonde, what about the obese alphabet, people with blue hair? They need love too. And to all the haters who say companies that go woke, go broke, I'd rather be poor than a Nazi.
Oh!
Same. But the rest of that obviously was fake.
Oh! Holy shit.
Again, the very beginning of
Holy shit. Dude, but see, here's the thing. I could see her saying shit like that. So if you're tricked by that, I can't really... Harry, could you see AOC saying something like that in real life, yes or yes?
Yeah, that's good for a dumb fucking bartender.
Hey.
Harry
What's
is
her being
not
a
a fan...
bartender got to do with it?
Harry is not a fan of
I didn't say
AOC.
what race she is. I just said she's a dumb bartender.
Where the fuck did that come from? I said bartender.
Harry, so this is what people on the right say when AOC pisses them off. She's just a fucking bartender, which, granted, but, I mean, that's something you could see her saying. I've seen her say crazy shit like that before.
No, we don't.
I think...
Nah.
Sorry, go on, Ira.
Let us say, she's kind of weird. She thinks she's a psychiatrist because she worked behind a bar.
Those are my favorite psychiatrists.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I would... you're going to spend less money, you're going to have more fun, and you're going to get basically the same amount of therapeutic value. Go to a bar with a good bartender. I mean, seriously. All right, what are you going to do? You're going to get a little ripped, really dig into your emotions with somebody who listens to this shit all day? Or are you going to go have a cup of coffee and sit in silence across the room from somebody you don't even know? I say bartender's the way to go. You don't agree?
I'd rather have the psychiatrist that Sopranos had.
Well, she was...
I think she's better looking.
You got some hot bartenders out there, but... and also, I think AOC's hot, but Melfi was pretty hot. Melfi was definitely pretty hot. I could see it.
Well, you spent enough time behind the bottle.
Yes.
Yes. And that's when you perform the best.
See, I think Harry says things like this to me, and he thinks I'm going to go, no, I didn't. I don't drink that much.
No.
Like,
you
I'm
have no feeling.
Gonna get all fucking defensive or something.
You have no soul. You have no heart.
No heart, no shame.
You are just a vacuum. Where's your vampire teeth?
They only grow when I need them.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, he was, when I was making these AI videos, Talking Head, I tried to make one of the Great White Huntress. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I couldn't get enough good audio samples. I tried to pull it from my YouTube channel, but
she's not really on camera as much as because you can pull from hours of us being on our stupid shit.
Yeah, but she has a YouTube channel, Hannah the Huntress, where she's doing the puppet voice for 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and she's like, and this and that. So it wouldn't even make me a bad voice; it just kept fucking up. And while I'm doing this, I can see Harry getting super uncomfortable. He's still got a soft spot for the Great White Huntress. I can tell you do. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't you look at me like that. I can tell you still got a soft spot for the Great White Huntress because
of course.
He's getting all nervous. Dude, you know what he did? So he sees the directory that I'm going into to create the voice samples, he copies down my PC's directory on a fucking napkin.
Wait,
Now, what the fuck were you planning on doing with that? Wait till I go to sleep, turn on my computer, and delete my files? What the fuck, Harry?
I ain't gonna delete your files.
And why the fuck are you writing down the directory on a napkin?
I'm gonna send to the Fox News.
To Fox News. I think you'd probably have to go OAN or Newsmax to get any traction there.
Yeah, but anyway, so I'm trying to build an AI avatar of the Great White Huntress so I can make her say some crazy shit. Because now she's Messianic Jew, I was going to make her talk about how much she hates juice of all different flavors. And I couldn't get it to work, and Harry just looks at me and goes, "You have no shame. You have no shame." Like, Harry, hello, my name's the Hat Man. Have we met?
Yeah, I mean, come on, Harry. That is downright presidential behavior.
Maybe someday. Hey, listen, if Donald Trump can do it, why can't I do it? I'll be President Camacho from Idiocracy. Let's go.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly. Just gotta figure out more creative ways to dump shit on protesters.
And by the way, you were saying last time we had you on the podcast how Donald Trump is kind of like being president is kind of like handing a toddler a shotgun. Well, so is that shit. So is that AI bullshit.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
no, 100%,
I am the toddler. I am the toddler. Shotgun in hand. Let's fucking go. And it's fun. But you don't see AOC ever saying anything remotely like this. This is not outside the realm of possibility for her.
So it's definitely outside of the realm of possibility. I think that the most interesting thing about this AI shit is that it's going to make people who already want to believe shit give themselves more and more excuses to just completely waylay their critical thinking ability. So the world is just going to become what you want it to be. Chris Cuomo obviously saw that as something that they're like those strains of words that were like, she wouldn't sit there and say alphabet blue-haired people. Like,
no
woke person would say that. That would be the way a right-wing person would describe LGBTQ plus people with blue hair. You know?
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, so it's pandering to specific audiences, but everybody's going to do this, They're going to create something that their targeted audience will believe because their targeted audience wants to believe it.
Yeah, 100%. Dude,
so, yeah.
100%. Agreed. It's gonna dude, this world is about to become so much fun.
It's about to become very ridiculous. Yes, it's going to become even more of a clown show than it already is.
Like, if you thought you were living in a cartoon, when Donald Trump is on the stage and Fox News anchor, what's her fucking blonde tit face, goes, "We have you saying terrible things about women, terribly misogynistic things, talking about their looks and their weight and their intelligence," and he just interrupts her and goes, what the fuck's her name? Shit, I ruined it. Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh.
Only Rosie O'Donnell. And the whole audience goes, "Oh, shit!" And everybody's cracking up, and the Fox News anchor, Blonde Titty McGee, she's just like, oh, deflated. So, she lost. She lost. Trump won the election right there. He won the election right there. Now, if you felt like you were living in a fucking cartoon when you saw that, give it a year. Shit's about to get crazy. It's going to be so much fun.
About to get stupid. But no, yeah, I mean, it's going to be, you know what the funny thing is this is going to be a very interesting window because it's like that whole thing where the kids growing up right now are going to know not to trust any of this because they're growing up with it. They're used to it. We're in that weird window where people, even our age, who are a little less tech savvy and up, are going to believe this shit.
Well, this is kind of the reason
everybody at our level, at our age and below is going to be like, yeah, obviously it's fake, but it's going to be so strange because those people, those blue hairs, they're the motherfuckers that run our country right now.
Yeah. No, I know. I know. And they're going to believe a whole bunch of crazy shit. It's just, it's, I don't know, man. I see this being really fun, and I agree with you. I think that you and I, late Gen X, early Gen, you're a millennial or Gen, millennial?
I'm an elder millennial.
Yeah. So late X, elder millennial. I think we were born at the perfect. Now, I do not subscribe to the spiritual theory that, you know, you are a soul floating around and you get to, oh, here's the experience I would like to have, and then you incarnate. However,
no, I think you just roll the fucking dice.
If I was going to make a choice, this is exactly what I would have chosen. I have no responsibility. I'm just going to sit here and watch the world burn. And how's it going to burn, Harry? How's it going to burn?
I don't know.
It's going to burn.
You're God. You tell me.
I can make no such claim, but thank you. It's going to burn through the power of your own belief, through the power of your faith. All those things religion told you for millennia were your true source of power. It's going to what causes the world to burn down. Because now you're not going to know what to believe. You have to have faith. And then you just get to choose whatever reality you want to fucking live in. And you're all going to be ostracized from each other. Atomization is going to hit its peak and take its toll. And then human civilization is going to have to reimagine itself. It's going to be wonderful.
Well, I think unification will just restructure itself in a new way, because obviously, like, the race, like the human race in general needs to be unified in order to evolve. So they're going to do that.
I don't think so. Why do you say so?
No. So I think the atomization and the restructuring is going, because you need cohesion to move together as a society.
You need cohesion for society, sir. For society, you're absolutely right, but not for evolution. Actually, most evolutionists theorize that the reason why we are so advanced is because after we ran out of natural predators, we started predating each other.
I mean, it's an interesting theory. I'd have to
that's
look into
not,
that
and
more,
that's not a hackneyed theory. A lot of evolutionists feel that way.
I'm not saying that it's like my question is that the necessary evolutionary pressure and the formation of societies? I think that the problem is that the concept of society hasn't evolved in quite a long time. And I think that's what atomization. I think that's what atomization will actually cause is a renaissance of society, where more individual credence is given to what's going on around you and how that interacts with the larger picture. That's what I'm hoping for. That's like the best case scenario for what this will cause. I think the interim until the Xennials are the people who are running the world, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna get really funky.
But I always saw this AI thing, because I mean, we've been talking about this since the inception of the podcast, and I've brought up atomization a number of times. A lot of the theories that I postulated in order for the evolutionary pressure to advance in certain directions have come to pass or are starting to come to pass. We are not at the door anymore. We are not at the precipice anymore. We are through the doorway. We're heading down that road. We're there.
We're in the foyer. We're taking our shoes and our coat off.
Exactly. We're already in the house. Perfect. We're in the foyer, taking our shoes and our coat off, and we're about to enter the main hall, where we will be received. And
it's going to be like that scene from fucking Eyes Wide Shut.
Pretty much. And here's how I imagine it going. After you have total atomization, what is going to be the only thing left that a person can offer another person that has value to them? I mean, once you have total social atomization and artificial intelligence can do every single job better than you can do it, money doesn't mean anything anymore. It's lost all of its value. What is the touchstone by which you can have something of value to offer another human being? I have an opinion, and I've said it before on the podcast, but let's I mean, because Harry, you talk about this a lot. What do you think will be of value between people once we get to that point?
Well, we get to that point, and you don't have to do things humanly possible. That means your work goes out the window.
You don't have to work.
You don't have to work. What the hell am I going to do?
I don't know. So Harry. So this is funny. So I was bringing this up with Harry. He was talking about blah blah blah. I'm so active.
I'm going to be of no value.
I work every day. I was like, yeah, I know, Harry. Every time we need to drag in more firewood in 3 feet of snow, you walk into the studio here while I'm trying to get drunk, and you just walk in front of the table, and I see it. There's this little bump that starts to grow in the front of your pants, and it keeps growing. You're like, hey, guess what? We have to go get more firewood. Hey, he's just standing there with this giant fucking heart on because now we have to go do work. And he likes torturing me too. He doesn't want to just torture himself.
Again.
What's that?
I said, I've got purpose again. The snow has given me purpose. But no, I mean, I think that we're going to follow creative suits, like, creative pursuits, rather.
Well, hang on. Let me let Harry finish up. I just thought it was funny because I had that image of him, like, because I can tell he always gets excited when we have to do something that's hard physical labor. And I just imagine him walking to the table and just getting a huge erection, like, we have to go get firewood.
Work is like a drug to me.
I know. It is so when AI takes over, what the fuck are you going to do?
I'm going to be of no value.
No value. But what
could I do?
When you get to the point where everybody is isolated, because everybody lives in a completely different reality, and nobody has to work because everything is taken care of for you, there's two ways to look at this. You can ask yourself the question, what do I have that might be of value to other people in order to build a relationship? Or what am I not getting from the world that I still need other people to give me? I mean, what do you think the answer to those questions would be? It's an interesting thought experiment.
Yeah, it is an interesting thing. That what do I need from the world to make myself happy? I have no idea.
I know, because you're almost as isolated as I am at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got like 3 more friends than you, and both of us can count them on one hand.
Yeah, well.
Hey.
No, I mean,
Harry
you have 3 more friends than me. That's what I meant to say, yeah.
Harry has plenty of friends.
He's just
made
them all.
Most of them. He has sex with them. And also, you can't sit there and sell yourself short, because the whole thing is you're like, oh, well, what does the world need to give me? It's like, no, it's ask not what you can do not ask what the world can do for you. Ask what you can do for the world. Like, for instance, creating the Jägermeister.
The creator of the Jägermeister. There you go. That's not a bad answer. But no, I kind of want to be serious here for a second, because I have thought this through, because I saw this coming for years. I mean, at that point, what is there left to bring people together? I mean, do you have any thoughts on that, Harry? And then I'll ask Talking Head, and then I'll give my opinion.
Totally blank.
Nothing.
Totally blank.
All right, Talking Head, what do you think?
Well, I know I recommended it to you. Did you ever get around to watching The Orwell?
Say that again.
With the series The Orwell by Seth MacFarlane?
Oh, yeah, I watched a bunch of episodes with you and Sheila. I just honestly wasn't that into it.
So there's this one episode. No, you're fine. So there's this one episode that I don't know if you saw or not, where they end up having to intervene on this planet. Like, you know how, because it's obviously a Star Trek knockoff. It's just Seth MacFarlane, kind of grappling with, well, what if Star Trek was real kind of thing. Right. And they end up, through circumstance, they have to take this girl off of her home planet. And her home planet is basically where we're at currently as society. And, you get voted up and voted down. So it's social media interaction is almost a currency that can condemn you to death, basically.
And that's something a lot of people are talking about perhaps happening right now, as a social credit score like China has. Right.
Yeah. So, but there's a really good scene in that episode where the girl doesn't know how she's going to react to being brought into their much more modern society. And so she was like, well, what do you guys do? What, you guys have no money. What's that like? You guys don't have any social credit. What's that like? And like, because basically, like, the way that the series frames it is that when they created the replicator, like from Star Trek The Next Generation, once they could just make resources out of nothing,
right,
that changed their entire society, because all of a sudden money and resources don't matter. So the way she describes it is basically like there was kind of a cultural revolution where everybody just had to decide, like, well, what is the best thing I can do for myself and everyone else? And like she's like, hey, some people just did nothing when it first happened, but you were kind of looked down on if you weren't doing something because everybody else was doing things to contribute. Right. And so it does kind of end up creating a social currency where, yeah, you're going to have some percentage of people who are going to hang around jerking off and playing video games.
Sure,
but
like you and I.
Infinite, yeah. Dude, if that world happened tomorrow, I would spend a solid 3 to 4 years playing through my backlog video game collection and watching all the shit I haven't had the time to watch.
Where, especially in America, we're all a little tired. I think everybody would need a few years off.
Yeah, and so, but eventually I'd be like, well, yeah, let me do the best I can do. Like, what do we got?
No, and I understand what you're saying. Being that dude who's not contributing to everybody else's happiness is not a good feeling. That's where I find myself right now when I get into my own head. It's like, holy shit, I'm not doing anything. I'm trying, but nothing seems to work. And it's not a good feeling. But I think with your synopsis, if I can be honest with you, what you're leaving out is the preclusion that we have reached a point of total atomization where everybody is basically living in their very own reality tunnel. So you wouldn't have that social pressure.
Yeah, but you would have pressure to the tribe because people aren't living in individual realities. There's a lot of overlap. So, like, whoever
there is some overlap. Yeah, you're right.
Whoever you feel kinship to, it's like the atomization is going to cause us to go back into the tribal mentality of like, well, my family first, then my tribe, then the country, then the world. You know,
then the community, then the state, then the country, then the world.
Yeah, just constantly,
just like kind of like Jordan Peterson talks about. I mean, that's like his formula right there.
Yeah, and that guy, like, there's a lot of stuff that the more I think about it doesn't make sense, but he's got a lot of, like, good core thoughts in his head. I think that he gets a little confused sometimes at what the best path to those things are.
I don't think he gets confused. I think that he is a different person, and he has a different prescription for what would work for him and people who think like him to get to that point. You can't have universal prescriptions, and that's exactly what society tries to do. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I think that's why atomization is necessary, and civilization does, in essence, at least on a philosophical or metaphysical basis, need to be restructured, because the way we have it set up now is a total race to the bottom. It's a total race to the bottom, and the reason why we have it that way is because of a few things, but I think that the biggest one is that universal approach. It's got to be good for everybody. We have people going to school, and a school is like a fucking factory. Everybody gets the same fucking education, unless you got money. So I think that atomization restructuring is going to happen. You are going to have smaller tribes. Those tribes are going to have overlaps. Like you said, you can't have total atomization. I'll acquiesce. But as far as Jordan,
it's going to turn into a giant Venn diagram.
Yeah, exactly. And it pretty much already is, but I think it's going to not be seen as a problem. It's just going to be properly utilized. But I think it's funny that I can't bring up somebody who you just inherently don't like Jordan Peterson. You always have to give some sort of apologetic for agreeing with something that he says. Why can't it just be like I mean, dude, Anton LaVey's my guy, because like the same system that he created, I was like, that would work perfectly well for me, too. I'm just going to do that. Thank you. Now I don't have to figure out my own thing. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who follow Jordan Peterson who feel the same way. Perfect. That will work exactly perfectly for me. Now you save me a bunch of time where I don't have to figure out my own thing. Doesn't mean that it's meant to be universally applicable. So, you know, I don't see the reason why I have to bring up an apologetic every single time I mention a name that you inherently don't like. I was bringing up one point. You could just be like, yeah, I think he's right about that. You know what I mean?
I'll do that for now, and that's fine. I guess it's just a knee-jerk reaction to like I don't want to be seen as tacitly endorsing somebody that I disagree with on most things. But no,
here's the
I think
point.
that
If we're getting to a more atomized tribal society, it can't be seen as an overall endorsement or an overall log of shit. There's gonna be shades of gray to fucking everything because, like you said, we're ending up in a fucking Venn diagram.
Well, yeah, and there still are shades of gray to everybody, including Jordan Peterson. I think a lot of his principles are correct. I think he spins off in weird ways, but yeah, I don't need to mention that all the time. I guess I just don't want to be seen as endorsing somebody who I fundamentally disagree with on like.
Also, your endorsement don't mean fucking shit. We just watched a video of you saying that you endorsed. You wish you could have repaired the ovens during the Holocaust. You're a terrible person.
Hey, that was an alternate universe married version of me who's rich enough to have a Rolex and fixed teeth. I don't want to hear shit about that guy because obviously that guy had to do some shady shit to get that kind of fucking success because me living my life straight has not worked out.
Yeah, anyway. No shit.
But so as far as atomization and stuff goes, I think that it's going to be a situation where we're going to have to, because we're all already atomized. What the current stage of technology is doing is it's pointing out just how atomized we are. And it's what needs to happen is there's been a corporatization that has occurred to society where it's designed by committee for committee. And when you have that kind of situation, it's the whole fucking Joseph Stalin thing. The death of one is a tragedy, but the death of a million is just a statistic.
Right.
And so that's corporatization of humanity. Right. And I think we're at the absolute zenith of that currently. And I think that what the atomization will do is it will make the power. So what really has to happen, the homework for everybody out there in the world who's not watching this, is to understand what's going on, know that the corporate structure has to fall, and understand that you have to, through democratic means, gain back the power and distribute it down the totem pole instead of up the totem pole. Mm-hmm. The executive branch currently has, and I'm not saying this because I don't like Trump, it has since well before him, since Reagan, probably around that era, the executive branch of the government has been gaining more and more power. And the more power that you invest at the top, the less shit makes sense in your own life. That power needs to be redivested to the people. These monopolies need to be broken up. Design by committee does not work. The government should act as a structure to support the citizens at the ground level, at the family, at the tribe, at the community. That's where the power needs to rest, and the resources need to be invested by the decree of those powerhouses.
Well, let me ask you a question. Did you watch the last podcast that we did?
No, actually, I didn't get a chance to. I was really fucking busy this week. I actually was training a guy. Yeah.
Harry and I found this amazing document. It's based on the apparent illegality of W-2 income taxes.
Oh yeah, because I saw that the name of it was Death and Taxes too. So I was assuming it would have something to do with that.
But my big takeaway, Harry, was what this guy's talking about is in the original Constitution, and this has been upheld in the Supreme Court over and over and over and over again through centuries of Supreme Court decisions. State citizenship is more important and more deterministic of your rights than federal citizenship. I mean, that was my big takeaway. That's amazing. I never even looked at it from that perspective. Have anything to say? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you still hear us?
I'll speak to that then.
I hear you.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're talking.
I'll speak to that then. So yeah, that's actually a huge thing. Is that where you geographically live within this country drastically affects the resources at your disposal, the rights that you have, and that's by design. And the funny thing is that if you look at concepts like if you pay attention to what happened with Alexander Hamilton in the Federalist Papers and everything like that, it's always been this tug of war between whether the power should be centralized in the local governments and overseen by the federal governments or centralized in the federal government and administered by the local government.
And frankly, I think that it should be a tug of war. I think that's healthy. It should stay that way. But
it's gone too far in one direction.
When the balances tip, you can't bring it back to center.
And especially when you've got massive multi-billion-dollar global corporations putting their finger on the scale, like right now, like we need a fucking Teddy Roosevelt-style fucking purge of this shit. We need to sit there and break down all these monopolies. We need to sit there and fucking give the power back from the executive branch to the legislative. Like it's turning into an oligarchy. It's turning into a quasi-dictatorship.
And we've been predicting that on this show since we started this show. That's another thing we've been predicting that's definitely happening. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm not going to say I agree or disagree with your prescription for how to deal with creating value and creating relationships in a world where everything is provided for you, which is definitely where we're going. It's either going to be dystopian or utopian, but the utopian is also going to have its own... The utopian is also going to have its own dystopian elements, such as you don't feel like you have any value because you don't have to do anything. You're not going to get your erection from having to do hard work because there's a robot that's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, you can, but you don't have to. So there's not going to be anything to be proud of. There's not going to be anything to have purpose from, as far as most people look at it today.
I think the funny thing is, I think this current iteration of society at some point is going to be seen as kind of the victims of history. We're going to have ended up at the point where we were at the crux of when everything went from the system working to being corrupted to the point where it broke in one of two ways. And the fucked up thing is it's going to take a generation or two for that to sort out. So, like, you're just going to be stuck in this point where, like, the world didn't work for you by no fault of your own, and you will die before it works again.
Well, I hope you would die and disappear.
They probably do. My God, how
Dude,
do I search my fucking notes? So here's the fucking iPhone update. I'm trying to search through my notes on a podcast. Now the search bar is on the bottom. That killed 4 seconds. I'm trying to keep the fucking flow going. God damn it.
It's just assholes. It's just assholes sitting there and justifying their jobs. It's like, oh God, I make $250,000 a year as a software engineer. There's nothing that needs to be changed about this. But if I want to keep making that $250,000 a year, I gotta change shit. Move the search bar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they're just so fucking
making.
ridiculous.
They're just making jobs for themselves.
iOS and fucking Windows. It's like every time they do a fundamental change to the interface design. Same thing with fucking Adobe. Like, if it's not broke, don't fucking fix it. Spend this money sitting there and like retraining these people to create new things inside the app, not move where the fucking lasso tool is.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and now I can't find it, and I know it's fucking there, and it's not popping up. Jesus Christ.
Have you tried searching keywords?
Hang on.
Have you tried turning it off and back on?
Fuckity fuck. You fuck. Why is it only showing me? So now I'm trying to search my text messages, and it's only giving me, within my search, messages between yourself and me, instead of all of my messages.
Interesting.
Oh my God.
Well, I guess you're going to have to fuck with that a little bit.
Oh my God. Fucking ridiculous. Anyway, what I was going to say, and I feel kind of validated in this. I gave a very cryptic New Year's message for New Year's 2024. Said, this is the last year of the human. It is now done. Everything is going to be taken care of for you. Your opinion no longer matters. Your labor no longer matters. This is the very last year you as a human being will be able to have any effect. 2025. Enjoy it, because there is no dawn for man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And I think it's kind of fucking coming true. I think I was right.
So I think you were mostly right. We'll have to see where the opinion thing slides, because I feel like there's two ways that could go, and that's your opinion no longer matters, or only opinions matter.
Mm.
And I feel like that's where we're headed.
So here's my conclusion, because I have thought about this a lot. And I think that in the new world I think that, I don't think we're talking and we're going to be seen as the victims of history so much as this is a birthing process. And if you look at it,
we're the
even
placenta. We're going to get thrown in the trash. Anyway, go.
maybe. Even astrologically, I mean, going from Pisces to Aquarius, and there's this great quote from a book by Whitley Strieber, and the person says to Whitley, "You are now being spilled out upon the earth, but all you know how to do is swim, little fish. What will you do once you're spilt upon dry land? You have to evolve. You have to be forced to evolve." I don't see it so much as we're going to be seen as the victims of history as much as this is a birthing phase. And I think that what is ultimately going to happen, and I'm not talking, I know you're very into social engineering. I'm not talking about on a societal level. I'm talking about on a personal level. The only thing that'll matter, the only currency you're going to have with other people is going to be your experience, because nobody can have your experience. So it's not going to be labor. It's not going to be work. Opinions could come into it. Some opinions are valuable if they speak to your experience. Human beings are excellent storytellers. A lot of opinion and imagination goes into that, but most of it's experience. You can't write about shit you don't know, right? So I think it's going to primarily come down to experience. I don't want to say creativity, because creativity is being taken over by AI as well. I think it's going to come down to experience, because AI cannot have your experience. It's not human.
So I'm going to agree with you to a certain extent. I'm going to say that it's definitely going to come down to storytelling. And storytelling requires experience. And currently all AI can do is give the facsimile of experience. Exactly. by scraping the experiences of others.
Exactly.
And there's one of two paths that can go. Either its scraping is so successful that it takes over all industries and all creativity, and it has nothing left to scrape but itself, and it becomes like the Nine Inch Nails song, a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Right.
And I think that that's the likeliest corporatized scenario, because that's what the corporations are currently pushing for. They want to have no creatives involved because they like design by committee, because they want things to be as homogenic as possible, because they want things to be easily digestible. They're looking at statistics and spreadsheets. They're not looking at the story.
They're not looking at feeling.
Yeah. And this is why I'm saying it could go one of two ways. Either opinion will become something that doesn't matter at all, or become the only thing that matters. Because what AI can't have is an opinion.
Well, it can have an opinion. It can have an opinion, but it can't have experience.
It's a statistic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Its opinion is a
most people's opinions are statistic. Most people's opinions are basically what is going to create the least trouble for me and get me through this. That's most people's opinions. Most people are already doing in their own heads what AI is currently doing. And
that's because society has become so corporatized that we're
I think it's because people are fucking stupid and greedy. Yes or yes?
Agreed.
Okay.
But that's corporatization, stupid and greedy. Everything corporations do not help them. It's like the whole thing where, like, what was it? Was it JP Morgan or Rockefeller or whoever who when they were trust busted and had to break up their monopoly, they made infinitely more money than they had when they were a monopoly, but they would rather
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller, thank you. And yeah, so it's like, it's stupid. That is stupid. That is antithetical to anybody who is looking at the future of even themselves. That is the dying gasp of an organism that wants to be in control instead of empowered.
I'm not. I think the main disconnect between you and I is that I'm not looking at a social machine as an organism. I'm looking at it through the lens of how individual human beings will be forced to evolve within this system.
Oh, sure. I guess I'm focusing more on the macrocosm of the entire thing.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you want to bring it down to the grassroots level, it's just going to be like, man, like, who's your family? Who's your tribe? What's your opinion? Who are the people who have the same opinions as you? And most people, and this is why
that's so mechanical and deterministic. That's why I said experience, because opinions are malleable. Experience is empirical. It's objective.
But experience is what causes opinion.
It can
like
be,
your opinion,
but also experiencing other people's experience causes opinion.
Sure, and so this is what I was driving to. Let me loop it back in. So I'm gonna do the weave. I'm gonna do the weave. Hold on, let me make my hand small. I'm gonna do the weave. It's this excellent thing that I do during my speeches. I do the weave. I'm amazing. I'm sorry, my hand's small enough yet, but
very good.
But so I think that what's going to be the crux of this entire thing is that I've lost my thought. What was the last thing you said?
I don't know. You kept going on about a weave. I think you lost the weave.
Yeah, I went into the shitty Donald Trump impression. What was the last thing that you said before I
said I think that experience is going to be the only thing that individuals will be able to hold of value.
Thank you. Okay.
You're going to be able to share your experiences. Opinions don't mean shit. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. They don't even mean shit now. Experience, being able to share your personal experience, your personal journey, perhaps through storytelling or just through conversation, which is essentially storytelling. Is going to be the true value that is going to create human relationships.
But that's what I was driving at. Thank you. You got me back on point. So look at what's going on right now. The amount of people who are currently creatives in our society, people who make their money on YouTube, on Instagram, on like people who have podcasts, are dumbasses. Like, we don't make money off of this, but my point is that like our economy has so much become who tells the best story, who disseminates information in a way that I like. There's people who make their entire living just saying shit with their own voice because their voice is important, because they're a good storyteller. Even Joe Rogan. It's people like hearing things from his voice. No matter what he's platforming, no matter who he's talking to, right, they respect hearing it coming from his voice because they like him as a storyteller. We're going back into like the tribalistic thing where you have a village elder who tells the history orally. We're actually just becoming like a digital version of a prehistoric concept. And I think that that's where we're headed toward. And I think that that's what's going to happen, is that storytelling. So the person who's going to run the world of the future, if they want to be manipulative and dynamic enough, they have to look at everything as the spreadsheet, as the statistic, find those data points, tell the story that they want to tell, to disseminate those data points to somebody who can't understand what they're looking at. And they're going to be the people who mold society. It's already happening.
Well, I don't disagree with you that we're going to go through that iteration. I'm looking at it from a much more romantic perspective than you are. You keep macrocosming this shit.
No, I hear you. I'm trying to mesh the two.
When I'm talking about people sharing experiences, I'm not talking about fucking YouTube. I'm talking about sitting down and having a cup of coffee with somebody you find interesting.
And describing the texture of how your penis feels in your hand to them.
Sure, we could start with that. How long would you listen to that?
I'm joking around. Go.
Well, anyway, it's been an interesting conversation.
No. Go on with what you were saying. But yeah, so people like sitting down and having a cup of coffee and individual experiences. And yeah, like I do think that's going to be a fundamental part of it. I guess the only reason why I keep going to the larger format of it is because I do think that we're at the cusp of a larger change that's coming from that smaller thing. But go on.
Oh, I agree with you. I absolutely agree that we are. I just don't think that's what's important.
Okay.
We did a whole podcast. It was called The Unsleeping Eye. It was just our logo, how the New World Order drains your energy. And that's the attention economy is exactly the way we drain your energy. Who you're paying attention to has all the energy. Now, if you're just living a life and you're a self-encapsulated being and you're not looking at a fucking screen all day long and you're actually meeting people while you're present and aware and you're observing and you're in the moment, that's a completely different way of life than we have been conditioned to thus far. That's what I'm getting at. I'm looking at it from the perspective of, if you can imagine Anne Rice's characters, okay? Now, there's a romance to this that I absolutely love. Marius is the first one that finds this vampire far more ancient than him that's been asleep for a very long time and just dug himself out of the ground. And they meet finally tracks him down and they meet in a bar. And Marius asks him to tell him his story, because he's never met this being before. And this being is millennia old. And he sits down and he says, "Are you sure you want me to tell you your story? You have the time to listen." And Marius just looks at him and says, "When I listen with my whole soul." And that is absorbing experiences that you could never have and making them part of your oeuvre, making them part of your own essence, and thereby growing, thereby looking and finding new horizons, experiences that you have not had yet. New determinisms, new goals, new ways of outreaching and experiencing the world around you. Everything about society right now, and I'm painting with broad strokes when I say this, but it seems to me in my heart that everything about society right now is about calculated constraint. It's about enslavement. It's about putting us in a box, putting us within shackles, creating those data points so that what we do can be managed, can be predicted, can be...
Cogs in the machine.
Yes, exactly. Nothing about our social structure right now is about broadening our horizons, creating new experiences, making us feel more at home, feel more comfortable in our own bodies, feel at home and in charge of the planet that we live on, making us care about it, making us want to take care of it, making us want to take care of ourselves and each other. And it's not the way man ought to be steering himself, but unfortunately it is, and it's because he needs that evolutionary force to drive him to new conclusions. He still does, unfortunately, and human beings are very good at doing things when their backs are against the wall and not before. So I'm taking it from a much more romantic one-on-one. You know, when you have total atomization, even if there's overlap, Venn diagram, I acquiesce. Even if you have atomization as far as it can go, and that's where we're headed, it's going to have to be one-on-one. It's going to have to be, I'm here in this space with you, and that's it. And that's what I'm focused on. That's it. There's no screen. There's no distraction. I don't have thoughts of Joe Rogan chattering around in my head. I'm not thinking about the philosophy of Jordan Peterson or even Joseph Campbell for that point. I'm here with you right now. That's what matters. That's what I'm talking about.
It's kind of the great flaw in the democratic philosophy is just because the larger a democracy becomes, the more corporatized it becomes, and the more it becomes design and effect by committee, as opposed to individual viewpoints actually coalescing and touching and affecting each other. So I'm completely on the same page as you. I'm sorry that I kept going macro with it.
That's okay. It's kind of like what I used to say all the time, though, and I haven't touched on this in a while. My perfect world would be if somebody comes over to visit me, they're ambassadors to Hatman Land. And if I go to visit you, Harry, I'm an ambassador from Hatman Land to Harry Land. Yeah. And when I go visit you, Talking Head, I'm an ambassador from Hatman Land to Talking Head Land. And everybody has their own worlds, and everybody has their own experiences, and everybody has their own outlook to offer one another as an adjunct to the experiences they already possess. And I think that is the way that human beings can create value for themselves and for each other by really digging down and exploring who and what they are, who and what they would like to be, who and what they would like to present themselves as one-on-one. Not on a macro scale, because a macro scale is all going to be about fucking data points. And, you know, hey, if you got this shade of brown hair, you get 10% more views on this fucking thing, and this is what we figured out, so go dye. Everybody's going to end up fucking looking the same. Like,
well,
very and it's already happened.
But even, for instance, discussions like the Second Amendment, when you're sitting there and you're going into like so I guess to my mind, the difference that needs to happen is we're currently societal structure is becoming more and more pyramid shaped and needs to go into just a large, broad Venn diagram with overlapping points.
What are you saying about the Second Amendment? That was a weird kind of thing you dropped.
So sorry. I accidentally went with another thought. So like, but with the Second Amendment, it's like, okay, well, statistically speaking, you're more likely to die from a gun if you own a gun.
Yeah, you know why? Because sometimes people get depressed.
Sure. And sometimes people have accidents, and sometimes people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Harry's shaking his head. Harry says that's not a true statistic.
More people die from auto accidents, so let's outlaw cars.
Hey, he's got a point there. He's got a fucking point
All right,
there.
So what test did you have to take to buy your last gun? Did it involve an entire written test and then having you show somebody that you know how to use a fucking gun?
My experience with guns ended up in the fucking jungles.
Yeah, he's from the military. You can't really ask him that.
Valid point, but you get what I'm saying.
We have the experience handling them. Now, if somebody from the city wants to buy one, then he has to do a little study, maybe get a hunter safety course, maybe do a safety course. Yes, I agree with that. But if you have someone that's had experience with guns, like farm boys, they were raised from 7 years old from a BB gun to a shotgun, you're going to question them? I mean,
so here's my whole thing.
You could walk.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
On the
let him talk.
Thing.
Talking head. Talking head. Let him talk,
shut up.
Please. Thank
Just
you.
give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, yeah, I agree. There should be some kind of military exemption, but go on.
If you went to a gun show and you handed somebody a gun and they started acting like a gangster, the first thing the gun dealer is going to take that gun from you because you're acting as a gangster.
Yeah.
But if you take a gun and you clear the thing and you show that you know how to handle it, he'll trust you a little more.
Sure.
All right? But the thing is, I agree, some people should not have guns because they're not mature enough to have them.
Yeah.
But again, how many guns are you allowed to own? That's a good question. Now, if government says you're only allowed one gun a month, well, I'm about 30 months ahead of time. And like I said, it's just a question that somebody wants to control the market for whatever reason. They just had a gun buyout in California. People were turning their guns in for cash. But you know what? They could have sold it to a gun lover and got more money. But they're going to destroy those guns and they're going to rebuild new ones.
I actually think that the gun buying thing in California, given the political climate, I mean, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get guns off the streets. It's a smart move. Like, hey, listen, okay, so you didn't lose any money. We'll give you market value. We just want to get them off the street.
Right.
It's kind of fucking smart.
But the law system over here don't lock them up. You get caught someone doing a murder, you lock them up. Period. Don't give them a appeal. I mean, you killed an 80-year-old man.
Well, that's true. People are able to do all sorts of crazy crimes now in California, and nothing.
Lawyers, they get you off.
Okay.
And these liberal judges.
Harry fucking woke up. Go ahead.
Now, like I said, the
I'm just
system
letting
don't work.
Now he's filibustering. Go ahead.
Now the system don't work. If the system worked, I said, yeah, okay, let's do something about it. But as long as the system is as corrupt as it is, no thank you. Take my gun from my dead hand. But I'll get you first.
Yeah, especially when Talking Head decides to pull his swatting prank on the compound.
Well, like I said, how many guns have you got? How many guns are you allowed to own? I'll own as many as I want because I don't do nothing wrong. Now, if you get some 16-year-old in Chicago shooting somebody, definitely he should go to jail. He should be punished. And if the judge don't want to punish him, well, come to my house. I'll punish you. You want to meet Jesus? Here you are.
Jesus Christ. Talking, what were you saying about the Second Amendment? What was the thought? I mean, specifically that you were trying to tie into what you were saying.
I have no idea at this point. I'm just imagining Harry spanking a 16-year-old boy.
No, I think he was talking about shooting him, actually.
I know.
Didn't you say you want to meet Jesus? Here you are.
Here you are.
I'll punish you. I'll send you to go meet your fucking maker. All right. Fair enough.
But I
period. It's all about control. It's always been.
All right, guys. Yeah, great. Everybody staying on topic there. So I got one more thing here I want to bring up that I thought was pretty fucking funny. So Harry was going to. So Harry recently got a clean bill of health. Salute, my friend. Congratulations. Cheers to you.
Yeah.
79 years old in a week and a half. Clean bill of health.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Cheers. Cheers to Talking Head. There you go. He held up his glass. Harry can't see it. Now, Harry's like, okay, fine, but I need a local doctor. I need a general practitioner. And I was like, okay, fine, but you just got a clean bill of health. He's like, yeah, but I need one. I was like, okay, fine. You know, I guess it makes sense. And then he goes to this guy, and this guy wants to do a whole bunch of tests. I was like, you just had those tests done. Can't they just share the information? He's like, well, basically what it seems to come down to, this guy wants to make some money. So he's going to order a bunch of tests and whatever. So before Harry goes in for these tests, he's getting this questionnaire. Now, Talking Head, I'm getting a little fucking nervous hearing you read these questions out. Talking Head, have you ever watched the movie I Care So Much with that blonde bitch?
No.
Now, it's about a woman who's doing it has the dwarf from Game of Thrones in it. He plays a mobster. He's fucking brilliant. He's so good. But this
Peter
woman,
Dinklage, by the way.
Thank you. This woman is doing I'm never going to remember that. I don't care about celebrities. This woman is doing a scam. And what she does is she convinces a judge that these old people
to get conservatorship.
You got it. To get conservatorship, and she takes all their money and throws them in a home. She basically throws them in jail, takes all their money, and it's legal. It's legal.
You know that's based on true shit. There's a whole fucking next week. There's a whole fucking Next Week Tonight episode about conservatorships.
Oh, really? With Jon Stewart?
John Oliver.
John Oliver, thank you. Yeah, I got to watch that. Good.
I know it's Yeah, look into it. Like the story that's on there is fucked up. Like this couple had somebody who they had never met fucking went to a court without their knowledge and got conservatorship over them.
It's fucking scary, dude. And yeah, when I watched this movie,
it's insane.
When I watched this movie, I knew this was a real thing because it's too perfect of a scam. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. So he's reading off these questions, and I'm like, are you answering these honestly? Let's not answer these honestly. And then he reads off a few more questions, and that movie comes to my mind. I'm like, oh shit, this doesn't sound good. So Talking Head, you tell me what you think as I read off some of these fucking questions. They get worse as you go on. How often do you get the social and emotional support you need? Always, usually, sometimes, rarely, or never. Okay. Now, this is for getting a general practitioner. Okay? All right. Have you used any prescription or over-the-counter medications that were not for medical use? What? Do you or your family members report that you have difficulty remembering things?
Yeah, there's the dementia question.
Here we go. Now, this is a whole bunch of shit. Instrumental activities of daily living, ADL. Are you able to dress yourself? Are you able to bathe yourself? Are you able to manage the stairs? Are you able to use the telephone? Are you able to do household work by yourself? Are you able to prepare meals by yourself? Are you able to do laundry? Are you able to manage medications? Are you able to handle money? Are you able to shop? Are you able to travel? Holy shit. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, he is 79. I think these questions, some of them should be asked.
Real quick. I really want him to answer the "Are you able to travel?" with the answer that he would give as a sovereign citizen.
Yes, anywhere I fucking
he's
want.
Traveling. He's traveling. He's not driving.
Right. Does your home have good lighting near doors, stairs, and hallways? Does your home have clutter? Does your home have clutter-free floors and stairs? Which he did answer yes to. I got to give him that.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. So you're seeing it, right?
Now Now this is a survey to try to take your
freedom
power away from you. Your power of attorney away from you.
Yeah, they're trying to take your power of attorney away from Harry, I told you. Does your home have sturdy handrails on all stairs? And he answered fucking no. He answered no. I was like, let me look at this before you go to the doctor.
No, dude, Harry, listen to me. What they're going to do with this, what they're going to do with this is they're going to use this as a thing to get the court to give guardianship of you to somebody who you don't even fucking know. And they're going to use your money to renovate your fucking house.
No, I don't think so.
No, they would never bother. I mean, this place they would just destroy, and they would keep the money. And
they put him in a home.
Yeah, they would use it for his own incarceration.
But so my point is if they wouldn't demolish his home, like let's say his home was something that they wouldn't just immediately look at and be like, there's no money to be made from this. They might even though, because they'll skim off that with the contractors and shit. I sent you a link. You and Harry need to watch the John Oliver episode that I sent you in your email.
Sure.
Show that to him because that's what this feels like.
Well, Harry, you watched that movie with me. I Care So Much. You watched it with me. But yeah, he wasn't, I don't think you were putting two and two together. I was like, these questions are fucking dangerous. Listen to this. Does your home have grab bars present in the bath area? Does your home have non-slip mats? Does your home have non-slip carpets and throw rugs? Does your home have working smoke detectors and monoxide detectors? Both of those questions he answered no. Bad.
Of course, because it doesn't. Yeah.
Bad. I'm going to slap you on the hand. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? All right. Depression screen. Over the last 2 weeks, how often have you experienced the following? Little interest and pleasure in doing things.
How vague is fucking that?
Yeah.
Like, I've had little interest
I've experienced that every fucking day the last 2 weeks.
You haven't been jerking off enough. You'd be more interested and be having more pleasure.
Dude, actually today, right before the podcast in the shower was the first time I've done it in over a week.
Well, you need to get more interested in pleasure and more pleasureful in your interests.
Honestly, my body feels better. I just feel like I have more energy. It's weird.
Well,
like not doing it all the time.
When you hold it back instead of spray painting the wall.
Yeah, like every fucking, or 5 times a day. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of weird. Anyway, let's get back to this. If you are able to ambulate, how many falls have you had in the past year? And here's...
Wow!
Now, all of this is weird, all right?
That feels like it's designed to confuse.
Yeah, I know. Now, here's the last one, which I just want to say because it's funny to go out on. Do you have any tooth or dental problems that make it difficult to eat? And he checked off yes and wrote, I have no teeth.
The only question...
Go ahead, Eric.
Go on, Eric.
The only question they had, do you own any firearms?
That's not it. I was looking for that. That you said that. That's not fucking in here. Where was that?
But it's not on there. But if they would put that on there. What that is actually a wellness test that if your neighbor complains about you and reports your strange behavior, they send the state troopers for a wellness check to your house.
Oh, they didn't ask you about guns on this?
No. And just like that woman next door, she didn't show up for a job for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They sent state troopers, and the state trooper knocked on my door.
That's a good thing.
And asked
That's
me,
a good thing.
It is.
Yes.
But what if you got a nosy neighbor that don't like you?
Anything can be used in ways that it's not intended to be used. But if
Right.
somebody's missing from a daily routine for a few days, I think it is a good thing that authorities are making sure you're okay. I think that's a good thing for a neighborhood to have.
That's how our friend's body got discovered, if you recall.
Talking Head, one of his friends passed away, and that's how they discovered his body, was because he didn't show up for work for a couple days and nobody had heard from him, and they sent over sheriff or a state trooper or something.
Well,
to break down
it's
his work.
another form of control from the state to intrude into your life.
But this right here, the way that the questions are phrased. So, Talking Head, I was a little drunk when he was reading this to me, and I was like, I don't like the sound of this, but I'm not going to...
It's terribly alarming. It's terribly
I'm not going to
alarming.
put any pressure on you because I am a little drunk. Maybe I'm reading something into this that is not... So you agree with me? This is a little fucked up?
Yeah, no, that's terribly alarming. That is somebody giving an evaluation as to whether or not he has to have his free will taken from him.
Did you submit this to the doctor?
Yeah. And then I gave him my card.
Your what card?
My card.
Insurance card or credit
Your
card?
insurance card? What card?
Covered
You're
citizen
smiling at
card.
me like I should
The
know.
one
I
with
don't
the-
know.
The one with the skull on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I told him,
He gave him his New World Order card.
yeah, and I told him, I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
afraid of anything. You know what? They're not
Yeah,
going to bother me
pretty
because
much.
no one in Milford wants to play with me.
Oh, my God.
But here's the point. I'm still capable of doing what I have to do.
Yeah, but you just answered a bunch of questions that say you aren't, and if anybody came over here, they'd look around and go, nope, you're not, let's go.
Right? No.
And I mean, they'd have to outshoot you, but Jesus Christ, I mean, what do you think the odds are that you're going to have a gun in your pocket when they knock on the door? Nil.
There was one right next to the door.
There isn't.
No, the whole point is, it's all
There
about
better be
control.
from now on.
Right. It's all about
Oh,
control.
God.
But
Do
like I
not
said,
order from fucking Uber Eats
This
anymore.
is just another intrusion by the system to become an anti-state.
Yeah, I really wish you listened to me before you submitted this.
So
is
this
dangerous.
doesn't sound like an intrusion by the system. This sounds like an intrusion by a private organization that's interests are aligned in taking away your power of attorney from yourself.
Here's the
Watch
pro-
that fucking last week tonight episode.
We're gonna watch it, and maybe tomorrow night I'll have him sit down with me and watch the movie again, so he understands what we're talking
Here's
about.
the problem.
Yeah.
The state of Pennsylvania has control over your livelihood license. Doctors, lawyers, anything. Now, I had a friend of mine, my first tax client, went tax exempt. They took her registered nurse's license away
Okay.
because she didn't want to pay taxes.
Okay.
Then they start cutting her hours down.
No, I understand what you're saying is that if you work against the system is there to calculate
Right.
in a calculated manner, control you and bring you back
Right.
into it.
And that's what happened.
What we're saying is
This is
there
a
are
private organization looking to profit off of taking your freedom from you.
There are private individuals that can, if they show a court due cause, take away your power of attorney, take away all of your freedom, throw you in a home,
And use
and
all of your
take
money.
all of your money and use it however they like
Well, they can't
until you die.
they can't take the house.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
Yes,
They
can.
absolutely
I'm
can.
not
They'll
the
take
owner.
power
They
of attorney
absolutely-
from you.
I'm not the owner.
Oh, he's not the owner. I actually don't think they can.
That's the
Okay.
thing.
Okay,
No.
but they can take your pension and your Social Security.
They have to
Yep.
go through a court.
They have to go through a
get
court.
a court order
Yes,
from the pension bureau.
that's correct.
And that's going to...
They would have to go through that. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about private individuals that do this as a scam. It's a profit scam.
Yeah.
And they do it with people that are far less crazy than you, my friend.
Yeah.
You're a little crazy. We both know that. So am I. But when I get crazy, I'm going to get crazier the older I get.
Of course.
But
you
right
are.
now I'm 45. I can get away with being a little crazy. When I'm 75, I'm going to act just like everybody
tone it down.
else.
Tone
it down, buddy, and stop answering questions. You don't have to answer shit.
Well,
you put yourself in a dangerous spot.
I don't think they're going to do anything myself.
I hope you're
Hopefully
right.
not. Yeah, hopefully not. Like, obviously, Chris and I are sorry. Talking Hat.
Jesus Christ. How much have you had to drink?
The Hat Man and I both agree. We want the best route. You can just edit around that last part. Sorry, I didn't mean to make more words.
I don't really bother anymore. It's fine.
Well,
The whole thing is that like I genuinely am concerned for him. That's why I ended up accidentally using your name, is because like, no, like we care, dude. Like we want you to have your freedom. We know that's important to you. That questionnaire is problematic.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't have given a doctor that questionnaire. That's
he's powerless. I don't know who he's going to give it to. Or he's just going to keep it on record.
all right. Well, let's hope you're right. We'll stop drawing attention to it, and maybe it'll just go away.
I fucking
Maybe it'll
Whatever.
just go away. This is what it is. All right. I think we're done. We touched on
that down
AI.
fucking note.
We touched on AI and the future of humanity and civilization. We touched on the fact that Talking Head number 6 is actually a Trump supporter and a vehement racist.
And
we
married. Look at the
and
ring.
married.
You can see it.
Yeah, with a Rolex.
Also the
And we-
Rolex. Look at the Rolex.
And we touched on the fact that Harry may be incarcerated for the rest of his natural life. All his finances get used to pay for that incarceration.
To bring
Yeah,
nurses
wonderful.
to Disneyland.
I'm sorry, what's that?
To bring nurses to Disneyland with him.
What the fuck did you say?
So I said to bring nurses to Disneyland with him. One of the things in the guardianship episode that you're going to watch is about this person who sat there and charged this person's bank account thousands of dollars to basically take trips with the elderly person.
Oh, because they wanted to go
were
to
just
Disneyland.
for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah, I do remember that movie.
Oh,
Jack
maybe.
Nicholson. Yeah.
Danny DeVito
so-
too, oddly.
Talk,
Everybody
talk
forgets he
about a
was in that.
fucking obscure reference. Nobody's even I haven't even seen it yet. You just sent it to me. All right. Guys, Talking Head, anything else to say before we go out?
Just remember.
Hey, do we
somewhere
want to
out
do the Alex Jones thing tonight, or are we good?
Oh, that's up to you.
I like it. I like it. I forgot to look up the shit. But if you want to hang on for a second, I could do it.
Save it for next week.
Yeah. Well, so by the way, I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks because I actually have double weekends I have to work.
No, that sucks. All right. All right. Well, it's up to you. Do you want to stick around for Alex Jones? It'll only take me 5 minutes to guess some headlines. It's totally your call.
Yeah, sure. We can do that. We can do that after the fact. I'd like to smoke a cigarette before that, but
Yeah, we're gonna take
No.
those.
my last word on this entire situation is remember that your life and your support structure should not be a pyramid. It should be a Venn diagram with you at the center and the people who love and care about you and support you touching your life and being involved in it, not above you. Secondly, Weird Al will kill you in the name of.
My Venn diagram is one circle.
Weird
Harry. Yeah, it's just Weird Al. Harry, anything you want to say before we touch
Hey,
off?
people, subscribe to the New World Order. We're just about to get real interesting with AI.
Yeah. Oh, that's a thing I wanted to bring up, guys. We, every single week on TikTok now, we're getting flagged for disinformation. And every single week I submit an appeal, and every single week in 24 hours it's taken off. I don't know what the fuck
You should
to do.
stop being so disinformative.
I know.
Like, what are you
Well, here's the
doing?
thing. But here's the
people?
really funny thing. Last week, our whole podcast was, hey, income taxes are illegal for W-2 employees. You want to know the clip that they took down before I got it put back up? We were talking about the great white huntress having a mini stroke.
That's disinformative.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, we hear them talking about medical shit. So their algorithm is still in the coronavirus era. They're fucking stupid, man.
Man, that is so 2020. They need to get with the times.
I know! My God. All right, anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back. And while we are taking a short break, I am going to satanically invoke the spirit of Alex Jones and encapsulate him in the body of my brother, Talking Head number 6. When we come back, Alex Jones. Harry, we are back with Alex Jones. Harry, what the fuck are you wearing right now? What is
my great white hunter's mask?
It looks like you skinned her face.
Yeah.
And made a mask out of it. Is that what you did?
My name is Hannibal.
Dude, that thing is total fucking nightmare fuel. What the fuck?
I'm gonna be honest. The late great Hannibal Lecter, friend of President Donald Trump, friend of the show.
Right.
You know, he references him multiple times in a lot of his rally speeches. I'm gonna be honest. If he's a friend of the president, he's a friend of mine.
Love your mother. Remember Mother's Day.
Oh my god, that's a ways away.
You look like some beef jerky that I sexually molested last week. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good time, but you remind me. It was teriyaki style. It was very enjoyable. Too filling, a little bit too much sodium. I'm gonna be honest. That's gonna kill you. We got some supplements that'll take care of that though.
Oh shit. Well, hey, Alex Jones, I don't know if we do have the supplements that are going to take care of that because I can't figure out how to search my fucking notes, dude.
Shit. Did my parents stop paying the bill for that? Because technically that's their business, completely separate from InfoWars. I just want to let everybody know that was not my idea. That was not my brainchild, and I owe them all of my money in the event that these lawsuits come through.
All right, I do have it back up.
Okay, good.
Right.
I'm glad that they're not defunct. I'm glad that we can still make this happen. We can still give things to you, the people that will help you with your leather face.
Ladies and gentlemen, straight from the New World Order broadcast, I give you now Alex Jones.
All right, people. I'm telling you, it's dark times. We're living in a very strange world. One of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, Alfred Yankovic, Weird Al. I don't know how weird he is. I feel like he doesn't have enough blue hair or alphabet things in his names. Although I'm telling you, first name Al, beginning of alphabet. I think there's a connection there. But we're here to sit there and bring to light the fact that the apocalypse has started. Weird Al Yankovic is now killing in the name of some Hispanic guys who are raging against some kind of machine. And I'm going to tell you, the machine is well-oiled, it works properly, and we endorse it. Now let's get to the news. All right, so here, our first news story. A man trades a baby for 15 Big Macs. Now, I'm going to tell you, that's got to be a shitty baby. Because if you can only get... Now, your average Big Mac, I'm going to guess, somewhere across the United States, maybe $3.59, maybe $4.59, maybe it costs you an arm, maybe a leg. In California, you probably have to sit there and stop eating cows because AOC's mad that they fart. So I don't know how you're going to sit there and get any Big Macs in California. I'm pretty sure they're all Impossible burgers. Sure, definitely impossible. Impossible for it to be a burger because I want cows to die if I'm having a burger. This man traded his baby for 15 Big Macs. I'm going to tell you, not a good sign. Not a good sign. You got Weird Al killing in the name of this man. He's killing cows. He's killing cows in the name of this man. And let me tell you, who took that baby? Ronald McDonald? Is he on the Epstein list? Who's he trading this fucking baby for? What's he trading it to? I don't even understand. We're moving on. In other news, a fisherman was arrested for using his wife as shark bait. Now, I feel like this is fair. If you look into the entire story, you'll find out that she catfished him to become his wife, and using a catfish as bait for a shark is perfectly okay in my book. Now, if his fishing license was expired,
good point.
He may have to sit there and reapply, but as long as he wasn't using dynamite, using your wife's fair game. Trust me, I know. I've been divorced at least once. I forget how many times. I was banging the nanny. I was on drugs. It's okay. Those drugs are what made me do that. not the fact that I'm a terrible person. But we're moving on. All right, so 17 remain. First of all, the News and Observer. This is how you can tell you're sitting there and reading fake news, people. Because the news, these people are scientists. They're doing the fucking dual slit experiment. Oh, it's not news until you observe it. And we're the observers. Therefore, we make the news. I'm sorry. The news is news whether you observe it or not. I do not believe in science. I do not believe in the dual slit experiment. I believe that something is something as long as Jesus Christ says so. You don't need to observe it. Because God observed it first. And hail Jesus, hail Reagan, blue-haired, brown-eyed, blue-eyed, brown-haired, blonde. I don't know. I get confused about the entire thing because he's Jewish, and that just makes no sense because every picture I have of him, he's got ice blue eyes, and I support ICE. But anyway, 17 remain dead in a morgue shooting spree. So here's the big thing, people. At least they remain dead. This is Schrodinger's shooting spree. Were these dead people observed before they were found to be dead? If they're in the morgue and they're in the freezer, until you look at them, you don't know if they're alive or dead. These are Schrodinger's corpses. Worst case scenario, fucking Michael Jackson's Thriller breaks out all over this place. They're just going to be dancing to terribly catchy and horrible music from the 1980s. Thank God they remain dead. So the whole thing is, I guess they were shooting the fridge. I don't fucking know. Because at least they remained dead. If they were going to come back to life in some kind of 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 years later kind of scenario, all they'd have to do is spit in your eye. And you would not remain alive. So thank God they remain dead.
Good.
Moving on.
Alex, today our nutraceutical for sale is called ED, Erectile Destruction.
All right, so here's where we tie everything together, I'm telling you. We need to make the lights stay on in this very opulent office that we have, this incredible studio. We've been trying to get it gilded with gold by President Trump. We've asked him to donate some of the gold from the new ballroom. He was like, I don't know. I need a lot of gold in here, so we need it from you people. We need your gold.
I think it
you
would
can
look
pay
nice.
us in gold, by the way. That is a payment option. If you go to Infowars.com, you can pay in gold. I want to assure you. Even if it's melted down from the teeth of your family members that have remained dead, or if you're going to sit there and trade your baby, let's say, for 15 Big Macs. We accept Big Macs. I like Big Macs. I'll take them as payment. Anything that will fill our coffers or my stomach to help fuel the war on this information. And so here's what we got for you. We're talking about ED, erectile destruction. Now, if you have erectile dysfunction, it's a problem that 1 in 5 cucks have. And if you're not one of those 5 cucks, then you need to get erectile destruction because you do not want to be any of those cucks. 0 out of 5. 0 out of 5. What you want to do is you want to be able to do push-ups with your hands behind your back. And if you sit there and take erectile destruction, I guarantee you, I can punch a hole in your concrete floor that your wife will be like, man, I wish I was underground. Meaning she wishes she was dead, but just because of the type of person you are. But I'll tell you, if she sees you drilling into the floor of the basement after you take erectile destruction, she would be like, I wish I was more grounded. I wish I was the type of woman who say, let a man cheat on her with the nanny or the housekeeper or whatever. I forget. Her name was Consuela. I don't even know. But the whole thing is you take this. I'll tell you, here's what we do. We take the hardest steel. We tariff the shit out of it. And with that tariff money, we sit there and we buy the craziest fucking drugs that we can think of. I'm talking stuff from Venezuela. We're blowing up boats for this shit. We're in on that. I'm telling you. We stole a whole oil tanker the other day. We turned the U.S. government into a piracy, an illegal piracy, to sit there and steal oil to pay for these drugs. Now, they come from China. I know that's going to upset some people, but I'll tell you, their eyes look the way they do because they are orgasming all the time. Have you ever heard the song Turning Japanese? If you know the song I'm Turning Japanese, you know what I'm talking about. And those are both in the same geographic region. So I'm so racist that I don't even see a difference. Korean, Chinese, Japanese, they're all the same to me. Yella, as in afraid of our giant penises. There's a whole South Park episode about it. Had something to do with Pokemon. I don't remember. I don't understand. Don't watch South Park. They're making fun of Donald Trump a lot about his micro penis. And I'm telling you, they're lying. But as far as the Asian conspiracy to keep us down, this will solve it by buying from them and giving them money that your hard-earned American dollars have paid terrorists for. Again, surgical steel going to other countries to buy drugs.
Nice.
But you will impress your wife. You will impress your wife to the point where she's like, he's too much man for me. I gotta leave him. And then that'll happen. Have a prenup. That's all I can say. Moving on. All right. Man eats underwear to beat breathalyzer. Now, here's where this guy went wrong. First, they were inedible underwear. You can't eat things that are inedible. I'm telling you, it was a chastity belt. It was made out of the same steel that we're selling to get the terrorists to buy our supplements. Do that. Do not eat the chastity belt. Your teeth won't go through it. You're going to break them. Then you're going to have to go to the dentist. Where does that leave you? I'll tell you, with a conservatorship. Now, he tried to beat the breathalyzer. Here's the problem. Fish has mercury in it. And mercury will set off a breathalyzer. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't need to make this shit up, but I do. And the whole point is that from what I'm saying, it's going to set off a breathalyzer. So next time you try to eat your wife's chastity belt, don't do it. Don't eat her vagina either. Because that's not what real men do. That's a cuck move. I'm telling you, that is a cuck move. The second you eat her vagina, you're going to stop driving her into the arms of another man who knows how to please her. Oh, sure. Alex, I'm sorry. Your Hitler mustache keeps tickling my clitoris. I don't know what to do about that. It's manly. Moving on. See, I don't know what to do with this. That man is obviously a cuck. You can see him cry. This is the response of a man who has eaten his wife's vagina too many times. That's all his mouth knows how to do anymore because the vagina is a cursed organ. Like, you want to talk about cursed organs? I'm telling you, that castle with Dracula, or you sit there and you think about the Phantom of the Opera. That organ is cursed. That man's fingers are doing the devil's work, and this man's tongue was doing the devil's work. Eat your wife's vagina too much, this is what happens. You say, and that's all he had to say. This is because this man was too much of a cuck to prove to his wife that he shouldn't fuck her. That's what real men do. They don't have sex with women. They have sex with floors. It's grounded. It's Christian. Look at Jesus. He hung himself on a cross, little tidbits dangling in the air, swaying in the breeze. I'm telling you, he's forgive them for they know not what they do. Meanwhile, what they did was put his junk on display, also his washboard abs. And you know how he got those? Dick push-ups. Dick push-ups. That's all I got to say.
Nice. Very nice. Well, Alex, as always, it has been a pleasure to have you back on the New World Order. The skin mask of the Great White Huntress, welcome. It's the first time we're seeing you, but hopefully you make a return. Yeah.
Great White Huntress, could you do us a favor? Could you say, because then we'll know you're having another mini stroke and we need to get some shungite into your walls. Not the Chinese stuff, too communist. Get the Russian stuff. It's less communist, more oligarchical. And oligarchy is all-encompassing. And you need to sit there and fill your walls with shungite and your dick with drugs.
I think that's good advice for everybody. Thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the New World Order broadcast. And just remember, we're watching you too.
Is watching. There are strangers